Well, hello and welcome back to Idle Player. So, as you can see today, we have a huge pile of souls that we're going to ascend. And of course, we're going to pop the silver boxes. And I have a special thing that I've been putting off that we're going to do today. It's partly because of my perfectionism. Because I did not like that I didn't have the perfect thing. Actually, we're going to go to the town now, actually. The village, I mean. Alright. To the village we go, and we didn't waste a silver box. That's good. Alright, so to start things off, like, this has been a request that has been made a few times. It's been about I apparently have a really good shield. So, the thing is, this is not the best shield. The best shield would also have excellent giant souls and probably, I don't know what else. But see how it can get giant souls? I don't know what the third one would be. But the reality is, to help advance quicker, I do need to upgrade it. And I've been putting this off again because it's not perfect. And so, as it wasn't perfect, I didn't want to upgrade a non-perfect thing, because look how expensive this is. So we're just going to go to, I think, plus 12. Because it takes so much of that. So many of my divinity points. Wait, this is actually really slow. Do I really have to go through this every time? I was hoping I could just, like, upgrade it, like, once or twice to get it where it not have this. Well, I guess we're only going to plus 12. Ideally, it would have been an excellent shield that started at plus 4. But, you know. I wasn't that lucky, I guess. Alright, so it's plus 3 now. And I assume this means I can trash all the other shields I have, so we'll get to that. I am disappointed that you can't lock things. And actually, I can't just trash the other shields. We'll have to look at them. I can probably trash all my other Kishore shields. I'm just watching all my DP go away. Oh, hey! Get a plus 5 item. Alright, hold on. I actually do need to check something, because I realized that I told you guys. So eventually I will actually turn Victor Alpha off forever. But that's only when I get the thing that he wants. There's actually 2 challenges we're gonna... Okay, I got 2,000 DP left, alright. I wanted to make sure I didn't spend DP that I need to keep the bonus stage and stuff where it needs to be. You know, I honestly wonder if I can even do a plus 12. Jeez, this is terrible. Oh my goodness, this is an awful experience. Oh, what? You're taking those two? I need those. Alright, plus 7. I also need to make sure... That's, 600. So wait a second. Okay, I guess I could take it to plus 12. That puts it at 850, which I think is pretty reasonable for where I'm at now. Oh, I guess I'm gonna need a Lobby shield too for like when I start over, because this won't work for... Because like, I know I'm not gonna be able to start out and... Oh, stop taking those! And I was told in the comments that basically because it's excellent, it'll be so much better than, like, a normal one. And I mean, that, like... Okay, you can take Dragon Scales, that's fine. We're gonna get some more Dragon Scales. Oh, is it only gonna go to 800? 800, I think, is a lot more reasonable than 850. mean, I guess I'll just make more things. Okay, now I need to make sure that plus 12 is like the end of the achievements, because really I just want to take this as far as the achievements go, because it's not perfect. If it was a perfect one, I would take it all the way. So yeah, I have been putting this off. I haven't wanted to do this because, again, the shield isn't perfect. But, you know, by the time I get the perfect shield, I'll probably have enough DP to just straight up... Oh, wait, this is upgrade. I'm supposed to be looking for achievements. I'm like, hey, I've achieved everything? What? Hey, that can't be right. Plus 13. Okay, we gotta get to plus 13, I guess. Wait, is there not one after that? Let's make sure. Okay, it's 500... Yeah, so plus 13. $850, okay. Oh, my precious feathers. I don't care about these two. I only care about those. Alright, so we got a plus 13 shield. I am, like I said, I'm probably going to need a lower one for, like, when I restart. And again, I wish I could lock this. Oh, well, the break reward is at least 18,000 souls. How many did I spend? I don't even know how much... I think I had 2,000 DP or something like that. Okay, well, I spent all of it. I have no DP left over. Alright, so this is my old shield. And honestly, I'll probably just keep this one in case, you know, that's a plus 4. I probably can trash this one as a plus 2 now. I don't even know why I had it. I for sure can trash that one, I think. Will I ever... it was excellent. That's why I didn't want to trash it, because it's excellent. I sure wish there was an auto sword here. Still trying to get a good Victor's Ring. Like, look. I got a perfect... I got a Borealis longsword with all the affixes, and then I got an excellent one, and it breaks my heart. Oh, I can swap these now. I always forget to swap these. I need to swap them back when I ascend. It's glowing, at least, so I guess that's kind of cool. Also, I'm kind of confused, because I'm surprised I'm going to get 1,800 souls back from breaking it. I thought I spent... I don't even remember how many... I thought I had 2,000. So I guess the break reward is a lot better than I thought it is. And yeah, I'm not even worried about armor right now. I guess we need to finally get a good weapon, huh? Okay, let's see our girl in the tavern. And hell yeah, I know it isn't Easter, but I'm still gonna rock the bunny girl. Okay, and we get a 20x soul multiplier. Not gonna complain about that. I wish it was higher, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna try this with our new shiny new shield. Let's go. Ooh. It does seem like I'm getting more. Yeah, you know, I kind of have... Ooh, over 1 trillion. Over 1.28 trillion, that's pretty good. Of course, I have no reference for, you know... And part of it is this is a 20x. We have to remember this is a 20x, so if that was like a higher one, like a 35... a 34, 36, That could have been a 2 trillion one, because that's the other thing, like, the multiplier matters a lot, too. So, hey, okay, I did it, I upgraded the shield. I hope everybody's happy now that I upgraded the shield. I mean, it is gonna be better. I just... Like, DP is such a rare resource, man. And I also wonder if taking it to 13 was too hard, but I mean, at the same time... what else am I gonna upgrade? You know, I don't have, like, a sword that's equivalent, in my opinion. Now, then the question would be, oh, if you upgraded that, should you have upgraded the sword with it in tandem? I don't know. Whatever, it's plus 13, it's done, it's over. You can see my shiny new sword, and it, like, glows. But it is 850, which is gonna be tough to reach. So, like, when I start over, I'm gonna have to wait until I get the spear and all this again, so... This is definitely a towards the end of the run shield. I mean, not towards the end, but not an early game shield. How about that? So you basically, like, this is the other thing. I want to have multiple gear sets here. I want to be able to just, like, have, like, set up a set for, you know, like, early game, mid-game, late game kind of thing. And I also really want to lock equipment because I would really hate it to accidentally, like, destroy something that I didn't mean to. You know, especially if you have multiple gear sets. So that's something I would really like to see. Honestly, like, the armor system is not my favorite system here because of all the RNG. And there's no... And the thing is, there's no way to fix it, right? And what I mean by fix it is, I can't take an item and then upgrade it to excellent. I can't take an item that's missing an option and try and add that option to it, even if it had a low success chance. The only way for me to improve my gear is add plus to it. I would like to see it where you could use DP or something else to either re-roll an item, which to me is, it's okay. But I'd much rather see it, even if it's a really high DP cost, to be able to add another option to the item. Just straight up fix the item, you know? Oh good, I need a chest gun. This is my last daily quest for the day, if you're wondering. I would just like that option. Just straight up fix the item. Let me fix the item that's imperfect, rather than me having an imperfect item. Like, in some games it makes, like, sense, but, like, I don't feel like it fits the theme of this game in general. Because so many things are not... There's enough randomness in other areas of the game that I don't think that kind of randomness needs to be encouraged. But that's just me. I don't like games where it's like, oh, I gotta fish. And as you know this from Idle Kingdom Defense, if you watch that, I don't like games where you have to fish for stuff like that. Here's my dilemma. I don't really need anything, so I'm not gonna... If anything, I'm gonna save this for when we restart. Oh. Well, we do have a couple things we need to do before we do that. The first being, we need to crack some of these. We'll crack the thing first. Yes! Oh, 6 feathers! How disappointing. Well, we need that divinity. We need those divinity points now more than ever. Yeah, the Slayer points are still a disappointment. Very much a disappointment. So, I mean, but that was the big news today that I've been putting that off. Ooh, Jewel Soul, that's what I need. And I've been putting it off. And I've been putting it off. And Warrior Dark has been like, you got such a good shield, man, you need to upgrade it. It's a really good shield. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not perfect. And he's like, it doesn't matter because it's excellent. It's so heads and tails above, you know, the shield you're trying to aim for, and you're never going to get the shield you're trying to aim for, so just do it, basically. Not quite like that, but he convinced me. I just, you know, I always want to hold out for the perfect thing, but honestly, the fact that I can break that and get... I didn't think you got as much back. Ooh, 2 jewels of soul, that's nice. From breaking something. Another jewel, very nice. And at the very least, I did get all the achievements. You know, I just don't like this system. I really don't like this system. And again, like, I get the point of the system, but I would like it if there was other ways, like, even if it was really expensive, you know? I mean, that does make the game, like, that does kind of skew things, because what would happen is, If it got more expensive, the more invested, like for example, that shield, I upgraded to plus 13. If it was more expensive to fix that shield, like add an extra option or something to it, than it was to start with a low-level shield, you just build up a low-level shield. But I think that's fair. Like, I think that would be fair, because you kind of need to pump one up, but then you should be able to go back and just, like, build up, like, your ideal shield. I think that would be so cool. Just, like, allow, like, sure, it's still random, but you can control the randomness to 3 Jewels of Soul. That's nice. To a degree, right? Like, there's limitations, like, but the limitations are just, like, expense, right? If you're willing to spend that many, divinity points and the spirit boost material and all that, knock yourself out. And another Jewel of Soul. This is much better. I didn't have much luck with Jewels of Soul last time. I think that's fair. I think it should be a thing that we encourage. I kind of hate being a slave to the RNG, you know? I mean, yeah, it makes progression cool. Like, so here's what I like RNG. RNG would be fun, for example, to me, if the end of the item at the stage, like instead of it always being swords for the bonus stage, was like randomized. Like it could be a sword, it could be armor, it could be that, right? And that the sword and armor and shield were somewhat equivalent, could be somewhat equivalently impactful in the game. So what do I mean by that? I mean, like, if the Kishore shield is, like, if you get a good one of those, and it, like, quadruples your soul bonus, and if you get a good sword, it's like, wow, this is 1.5 times. That's not really too equivalent. I'm not saying that they have to be equal, because that would be kind of pointless, because then it would defeat the purpose, right? But what I mean is they can't have an enormous gap between them where people that got lucky with the right equipment just vastly over, you know, it's a single player game, doesn't really matter that much. But the idea would be just to, you know, wasn't vastly better. And if it was, like, let's say it was, let's say that there was that differential, and let's not pretend it's I mean, it could be a necklace, it could be any item. Then what the behavior going to encourage is, okay, get all the armory items at the end of the stage, and when you finally get an armory item that's this type of shield, then you need to focus all your DP on upgrading that and get that done, and then once you get that, then switch to a weapon or whatever. So, I mean, there are those kind of effects. I'm glad that we at least got to see it with a soul multiplier, because it does not look like we're going to get another one, and we're already at a silver. The only other thing I was considering was getting our friend Azure. And I know, I probably have gone absolutely skin ridiculous, but I wanted to see Azure. And now you can see him too. Which he's really like the water first. Oh, okay, we're doing it, huh? I mean, I guess I could buy more. Oh, I didn't even buy the spheres. Well, now I bought the spheres. I wasn't too concerned. I actually thought I already had 150 sphere. I wasn't too concerned because the thing is, I had been idling this for a while, so I already bought all the important, like, when I say important, I mean, I've already bought all the soul upgrades. I mean, you know what I mean, I hope this is not coming off muddied and confused, but you know, I felt like I got most of the good upgrades, so I wasn't super worried about, you know, keeping my gear and stuff up to date, but maybe I should have been. Oh, the Dark Phoenix cape. We haven't seen that one in a while. We gotta get everything up till it costs Vegetas. Once it costs Vegetas, we know we're out. Yeah, so, well, that is pretty neat, this projectile. How many? Okay, we're down to 300 Jewels of Soul, so I know I have to get Kishore, but that's not until December, and hopefully that's the last one, because I really need to start saving up again. We have kind of exceeded our budget very, very much so. Here's a neat little ball of water, I guess. But you know, honestly, I'm sorry. I can't not. It's just too ridiculous. I honestly wish I had this the first time that I fought Victor. Because this would have been hilarious. For me to get frustrated that my bunny girl couldn't defeat the evil bad guy by throwing eggs at him. It would have been perfect. It would have been so perfect. Alright, so... what else do we need? I mean... I really feel like that's everything. Yeah, unfortunately, like... Well, you know we'll see. We'll see how much this pumps up our minions. It's a real important thing. And it's kind of my fault for not doing this. See, the thing is... It's still at the... Oh, screw it. I'm just gonna raise him through this. It's still at the somewhat inconvenient to ascend stage still. Because I still have to kind of grind the spear out, and I just wasn't feeling it, to be honest with you. I ended up doing other things this weekend. Like, I was going to make this video yesterday, but, you know, it is what it is. That's why, again, that's why I have 73 trillion souls. Because I was like, oh, I'll make the video early. Oh, I'll make the video now, and it's just... And again, the difference between the earliest time I would record this video and now is just this number went up. But hey, we got the shield now. So I think this is... Oh, we'll hit this box. Oh, we'll hit those boxes. Alright, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to ascend. So wait, before we ascend, we're going to look at our Cyclops. 3.5. This is the other reason. These guys bring back so many souls now, and that's 1.5, that it just stacks this up even quicker. It's ridiculous. But anyways, let's go and ascend. Yeah, we're ascending. So 1.5 trillion and 3 trillion, and now, well, that was interesting. 4.12 and 1.81. Like, see how crazy it gets? That's why inner power is so good. It puts the idol back in the idol game, which I know sounds kind of ridiculous on its face. And that was... I probably should have ascended twice, because... Let's look at my total ascension. I had 300 something, so that was a 20%, which I guess isn't really... Like a 20%, because really almost all my souls now at this point are just here unascended. So a 20% ascension is really not too terrible. I probably should have done it a little bit... I mean, I surely should have done it a little bit earlier, but like I said, 20% is not the end of the world. Let me see if I can get this right. I need to go. Yeah, there we go. It is kind of interesting because I have to be very mindful. See, like I don't have my shield back. Actually, I'm kind of curious. What would it take? Oh, an ST. Okay, that's interesting. So that's an ST shield. Not the end of the world. I'm just gonna grab a couple things and then I know what we're gonna do because I saved this intentionally. Just to speed this up. Because I mean just a 20x is actually pretty easy to get back. Like I'm not gonna get it's not gonna get me a 150 spear, but yeah, just look at how quick things come back with this 20x. Alright, now we're just saving up for Longboy. Longinus Masterpiece. You know, the spear that killed Christ. I'm always kind of surprised at the Longinus religious reference. Surprised probably isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. So so my shield right now is basically you have to be able to get the spear shield, which I guess isn't too bad. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I would like it even more if you could spec stuff like that. Like, this is my Ascension set. And just when I ascend, restart me with this set. That would be very nice. That would make me a very happy person. Oh, another chest hunt. That's nice. Haven't had any luck with bonus stages today, if you haven't noticed. There we go. I want to take him Zangers. That's such a huge boost. Hawkeye. Gotta catch everything up here. There we go. Got the shield back. It's glowing. It's happy. Oh, okay, we got 10x on top of that. That's nice. That's basically 1.5 what we were getting. See, now I could use the equipment multiplier. That'd be nice. But again, see, it's not too terrible. But again, like I said, I have so many souls now that was only a 20% ascension, which is to me kind of crazy. You know, only a 20%. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. We're about to lose it. About to drop. I do like Hawkeye, though. It makes this a lot easier. And I do like this stage because it has really good coin flow. I forget why. The stage is really good at coins. Oh good, we got some dope. Thank God. We need that so bad. So I mean, we're almost back to where we were, which is pretty nice. Now, I will need, of course, get Ashes with the Shadow Sword. I will need to pick up Ultra Boost, Solarium, Rise from Your Grave, and Funky Speakers. But I mean, we had a pretty good start on being back to where we are. Running around with my favorite skin now, the Bunny Girl. This is not all bad. Not all bad at all. And we're already at, see, I mean, this is what I mean. We're already at 100 billion. Didn't do anything crazy, and we're already at 100 billion. Just playing the game. I guess I'll grab Ashes in the Shadow too. Yeah. I'm kind of glad they changed that. I wasn't a fan of how bosses, like, fighting the giants didn't cause your events to tick down before. I wasn't even a fan. I mean, it was a cool, I honestly feel like it was a cool quirk of the engine that got then abused to hell and back. Or quirk of the game is probably better than quirk of the engine. I didn't even know at first when I first started playing that you could actually tap them to do, you know, hit space to make them attack more often. So what we're going to hold out for, and maybe I'll regret this, maybe I won't, is we're going to wait for the next set of silvers. We'll see what the next set of silvers gives us. I don't feel like that. We kind of have too much. No, we can't do that because this is already, it will be much longer because, I'm sorry, I forgot. Because we went to the village first and did all that, well, we had 4 silvers then. I don't know. I don't want to wait. I think we're in pretty good shape. Like, honestly, that shield's going to pump us up. And we are using it because we did finally get it over 900. And again, like, finally, this actually was, like, to me, pretty easy. And we'd have to leave this dimension probably to go somewhere else for a good shot, so... yeah, it is what it is. So, I think this is as good a place as any to call it. Oh, as I say that, we get the silvers. So, alright, we'll do the silvers then. I thought it was going to be longer than this. Getting the silvers is, I don't know, I was about to say getting the silver and getting the silver to show up are two separate things, but I mean, the boxes are good. They're always going to show up. Oh, a mega horde. That's fine, we can chew it up with our arrows. I honestly can't wait to get the Stone of Rage. I think it's going to be such an amazing quality of life change. Just because raging will last longer, so I'll have to do fewer rages, so I won't be going to farm materials as often. I mean, I'll still be going pretty often, because usually I do it when I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to... Am I going to look to push this? 2 Mega Hordes in a row, okay. Am I going to be looking to push this? And usually the answer is no, and I just go farm, or, you know, I'm going to bed, or whatever. Usually the answer is no. By default, it's still a nice change. Honestly, like I said, anything to make raging more efficient, as raging is my primary source of souls. Granted, I mean, I'm really starting to get pretty good at the minion. I think it's actually these guys are my primary source of souls. Look at this. He went up 310 billion from that. And he went up to like 6.2 or 6.1. It's crazy. It is absolutely, I mean, honestly, they give me, okay, we're gonna get another chest hunt. So, and with the chest hunts, there is the idea of key trailing, but there's no way in hell that I would ever try and do that. The idea, oh, we got a chest. I wonder now that I upgraded my shield, is this gonna be the shield of my dreams? No, it's not. Okay. I would be heartbroken if that was the shield of my dreams. I don't know, it was some kind of funny shield. I didn't even really look at it. I saw that it was an excellent move for Realis. It's like, oh. But that said, you know, now that we have this new shield, hopefully we will be getting even more souls. Because that's all the game is about, is getting as many souls as possible. And I mean, what comes next is the question. What does come next? Because I don't know. But we'll definitely see. So you got a pretty good read on how much I've gotten this week. I think it was like I made 100 trillion this week. So we'll see what happens next week, because I'll have the new shield. The new shield I've heard has been, it could be up to 200% more. So I mean, that's to me kind of a big sell. I don't think it went up that much. Actually, we can quantify how much it went up. I mean, it was probably 25% of that, so around 20%. So it went up 5x, so, okay, maybe that's a lot more than... That's paying game soul bonus, so... Oh, I guess I can trash it. Oh, wait, no, I need this in my logo. So I was probably using this one. I mean, it was in the same spot, so I had to be. So it's about 3.5 times. Yeah, it's about 3.5 times better. So will we get 3.5 times the soul gain? So I mean, if I came here with 70 souls, are we gonna end up with, you know, theoretically, 110? No. Well, it would be 100. It would be from 70 roughly to 245. I don't know why my brain was working, but it was. It's working now. And I even knew what I was saying was wrong. I think I'm just tired. But that said, we finished up our silvers. Unfortunately, nothing exciting happened. But let's go out with a bang. So once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.